Oops. I might be watching something I shouldn't be. What is that smell, though? What do you mean, Daniel Vitko? That's your butt. Well, how do I make it go away? I don't like it. Your butt is causing this? I don't think so. I don't either. There's gotta be something. I don't know. It could be just cigars or something. I don't know. What the heck is causing you to have an issue with your own smell? I farted, but like, I don't think I farted like that. And I pooped earlier, but it's like, there's this smell I just can't get rid of. It's alright. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, oh my god, I can't handle my own smell. But at the same time, I wish it had just gone. You know, like, if there was some way to stop it, I would. But it's like there's almost no way, like, to stop it. What do you mean? Like, I don't know what the smell is. Why do you look like that, sir? This? I don't know. Why do I look like this? Please don't judge me for that. Like, I know a lot of people look at me and they see a bad guy's face. I don't know. I think it's just, honestly, I think what you're seeing is, known as being ugly. Like, what you're witnessing is an ugly person who is having some issues with his life, and he is poor, and he is lazy. And what you see might not always be what I'd like you to see out of Daniel, but there's nothing I can do. But I see it too. I see it too. I see it too. You know, sometimes when I go to some stream of a different race, sometimes I can't watch it. Why? Because I feel like it's not, I'm not comfortable. Because I feel like they're staring at me back. And I'm like, what, is this a problem? And they're like, yes, it's a problem. And I'm like, what did I do? And they're like, it's you're ugly and it's noticeable. I don't like it. And I'm like, oh, I see. I can't watch your stream because the way I look. Right. Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. Let me just say that much. That's cool with me, and I'll stay away from your streams if you think that it's inappropriate for me to be in your stream. And I wish there was a way to not look like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I also wish there was a way to not look at other people like that. There is. That's easy. That's a personal thing. That's some. Also, you need to feel comfortable inside of their stream. Also, you know what I mean. Like, if someone's stream makes you feel uncomfortable, then you shouldn't be there. It's a Sonic quote, and it's very basic. You know, like that is a quote of Sonic Satam. No. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. If you've ever watched The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, it says, if someone does something that makes you feel uncomfortable, the best thing to do sometimes is tell an adult or just leave. And if you feel uncomfortable watching someone's stream or being in someone's stream, then it doesn't really matter what it is. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be logical. You don't have to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, so like, just because someone said, you know, go watch my stream and you feel bad or something, go do something else. What's this you have? Oh, this is shocking. But I'm actually drinking a beer. This is normal. What happened? That was a sneeze that came out as a scream. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I might have something wrong with me, but I don't know what it is. Just, you know, accept it. As I do. Okay, Warwick, let's flip this shit over and, I don't want to be Warwick. How do we do it? Well, someone might like Warwick. Okay, someone dodged. Good. Now, let me move my stupid ass over here, out of here. To the... Oh, would you like to be the top today? I would like it to be top today. Today we're on top of it. Okay, what happened? Okay, turn it down a notch. There you go. I mean, turn it up a notch, whatever. Okay, don't put it up there. Put it over here. To show that you're, never mind, just put it at the bottom. Because that's racist if you're up there. Are you serious? Yes. Because it makes it look like you're a white supremacist. Like you think you're better than everyone else, so you put yourself at the top of the screen. Okay? Like I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of you all. That's not funny. Why do you think I put myself down here? I am with you, and I'm on your level. I'm not better than you in any way just because I'm up there. Sometimes I go up there. What are you doing up there? Looking down, because I'm not very tall. What do you mean? Like, because there's only like a very few times that I get to look down on people. Most of the time, Dan, you look up at people. Yeah. Yeah, because Dan's like 5'6". Oh, you're only 5'6"? I'm 5'7", 5'6", 5'8". But that's about it. Project Lucian A? Is that Kanye West? Doubtful. In many ways, so many doubts. Okay. Well, where do you... No, don't do that. Right there's fine. No, Daniel. I don't feel good. Why don't you put yourself over here where you're like, I don't like that. Alright, that's better. I think that's fine. You look good there. But I don't think I do, actually. Here, put it over here. That's better. That's actually better. Good job. Good job, Tim. Now, what the hell is this flavor? The shock top? It's a Belgian white, actually. But I didn't buy it because it's a Belgian white. I bought it because it's an orange shop top and it looked like it tasted like orange. I looked at it and I was like, this looks pretty good. And it says Belgian white, and I saw it and I was like, I want orange. So I looked and I tried to have orange, and it doesn't taste anything like I thought it would, because I actually like when they taste like orange, you know? It tastes like beer, basically. It's not my favorite, you know? Like, it's more of a man's drink. This is a man's beer, in my opinion. it's not a boy or a teen's drinking thing, in my opinion. It tastes too much like it's Belgian style wheat ale brewed with citrus peels and coriander. My friends used to be into this stuff. I know a bunch of people who are fans of shock tops, so I grabbed it and I was like, I'll take a shock top. And I've had it in my fridge for about a week or two. And I also have had a beer. No, I had a burrito in my refrigerator since the the Super Bowl. And at the Super Bowl, I got this really nice burrito, and I thought it was my mom's for like a while. And I was like, "Oh, that's mine." And I was like, "Oh, fuck my life," like, because I forgot. I guess I was drinking that day, and I actually forgot that I had gotten this burrito. You know what I mean? Whoa. What the hell? Okay. I'm coming. Come for me. Violence is eternal. Fuck my life. Good night. What was that for? I think that was a quote that was misquoted by someone else. Something is something. What is that? Something is eternal. It's not violence. It's like, who says it though? Someone at someone in this game says, oh, Aatrox says, war is eternal. Because he's a warmonger, basically. Snip the tip? That sounds like circumcision. That's what they do. Please don't snip my tip. I have barely any left already. I would prefer you don't snip the very small tip of the rest of my dick. I think the doctors made a mistake already. And it's that I would get my foreskin back if I could afford those kits. And they're not that expensive, actually. Is it possible? Yes. For those with a circumcision that they didn't want, there are options for them to get the foreskin back. Now you might wonder, why would you do that? Well, it's obvious why. It would possibly potentially increase your penis size, and it also brings back sexiness, I guess, that you never had before in your whole life. Is it an expensive procedure? No. It's actually a kit. You do it at home. And for some it is successful and some it is not. So if it is necessary, you might have to go to the doctor. if necessary, you might need to have a graft of skin. But if not, you might be able to do it without the graft of skin, which is good. Which is cool. Yes. Meaning, if you want a... I'm sorry for snorting and whatever in the mic or whatever, but the whole thing I'm trying to say is basically that I actually I care about other people's penises, and if they're having sexual dysfunction, I believe they should get it figured out with a doctor or something. And it costs money. The kit, though, without the graft of skin, is probably within $100, which is actually very nice. You know, like, that's actually hot. I mean, it's not, but it can help a man feel more attractive. Right. And there have been success stories, and that's good. Well, that didn't work. Vanity smell like farts. You're welcome. Just kidding. It's not a good thing to smell like farts. No, I know, and I am trying very hard to... What's this? This is Agent Joe. This is the scent of Agent Joe. And I like to think that I can be like him. Shut up. Can you smoke this? Nice. Very nice. Very pleasurable for an ugly man to be happy. It feels good to be good, like, happy. It actually makes me feel more relaxed to smoke. That is very cool. It burns a bit, but otherwise very nice. And I recommend getting a cooler looking one if you have the money. And sometimes they're a little harder, but I think the more expensive ones are actually better. I like the ones with the numbers on them. I like the ones with the screens on them. Those ones are way cool. You know, like the digital with the, like, you could change your wattage and stuff, and sometimes you have like a little thing that talks to you, and you have like an actual screen on it, and you could have like you can have video games on you. You can have video games on your vape. What? You could turn your phone into a vape if you wanted to. Your phone has the same battery as a vapor thing, a vapor pen. So if you wanted to, you could probably invent a phone vape where you could smoke your phone and then use your phone. Of course, that sounds immensely retarded, but at the same time, if successful, you would have an easy fill vaporizer with an easy fill thing that goes to the atomizer or whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. the coils. So you would need to have coils. You'd have to have a tank, and then you'd have to fill the tank without it spilling into or out of the phone itself. So now, why would someone want that? That is a great question. But I'll tell you why I would want that. Because then you don't have to worry about phone charging. You wouldn't have to worry about charging your phone. You would only have to worry about... You wouldn't have to worry about charging your vape. You would have a phone instead. And then you could use your phone. And then just be like, I'll fill it up right now. And since the fill is on the back, it's never going to get on the screen. So like you could put the fill hole in the back. And you can have it all in one. That's insanely cool. I think that's a cool idea too. Because having an all-in-one phone vape is basically the same thing. These batteries are almost powerful enough to take on your entire phone. You might as well, you know? I've never thought of that, actually. Neither have I. It's a pretty creative idea. It's ingenuitive, and you basically use your phone and be like, I'm not feeling good today. Nice. And then, like, of course it's a bad influence and most people shouldn't buy them, but the only people who would buy them are adults who smoke, who don't want to smoke anymore. Which is also bad because the kids, the kids would want one of those, and then the kids would be like, oh, that sounds so cool, and then of course they would want them, but then everyone would hate them because the kids would be smoking all the time and nobody wants the kids smoking. But to me, I mean, everybody disagrees on this, but like if it were up to me, I would say these are less cancer causing than regular, but never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Like never mind. They cause cancer. Cause like, I never realized how strong they could be. Like, I didn't think these ones were that strong, actually. No wonder I've been using the other ones, cause like, I think I just finally reached a point where I need a stronger vape in order to stop smoking. Like, like the the vape is much better than cigars. They smell, they hurt the throat, but actually I don't cough that much when I smoke cigars. Well, it depends on the cigar, but maybe, I think sometimes they want to intentionally make them that way. What do you mean? They make them more, they make them, make you cough more on purpose because they want it to be more like a real event, So they put some ingredients and they make it that way on purpose because they want you to feel like it's a real smoke, and a lot of people have that as a as a necessity in order to quit smoking. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, they do that. Is that really Kanye West? That makes me pee my pants. Kanye West is probably pissed off at me because of that one thing I said about him getting drunk once and he caused a bunch of ruckus, and here I am. Remember that? I remember that. Yes, that was IMO rude, I guess. But I don't know. Dude, Daniel, no. Don't start. What do you mean? Don't start. Don't start about the thing that happened because of the thing that happened with Taylor West. Taylor West? Taylor Swift. Whatever happened was, look, I'm not taking sides here, but I thought it was rude. And then everybody called me racist for that. But I wasn't trying to be racist. I was just trying to say that it was kind of inappropriate to do when someone, I guess fair and square won. I mean, not everybody wins, and I know Kanye is a good artist. And I think Kanye deserves a lot of Grammys and, you know, like, things for his work as Chili. He's very good. And yeah, I know. I said bad stuff about his ego, I guess, but at the same time, he is worthy of it, you know? To be honest, Kanye is very good. Yes, I know. Like, it's apology. This is my apology. I'm apologizing to Kanye for criticizing what he did, because I felt like I wouldn't have done that. You know, like, he knows what he did, Daniel. Just shut up. I know. It was a long time ago. I said this a long time ago. I was just trying to say I'm sorry for saying that, because I thought I could, like, just, like, oh, I'll be an asshole and tell him what to do, you know what I mean? Like, that was just me being an asshole at the time. And, and so I apologize for that assholism. And, but yeah. I know. Well, I know Kanye's already apologized to Taylor and everyone also. Because I know. I pay attention. I pay attention. I've been a fan of Kanye since high school, so I like actually what he does. I like his antics. I mean, yes, they're antics, but also I like his behaviorisms. I'm not trying to say I like that you get drunk all the time, but I do. And I approve. You know, I'm not trying to stop you from getting drunk if you want, but if you're trying to quit, I'm sorry. If I'm a bad influence on your sobriety. So if you're trying to get sober, I am very sorry. But but if you're not trying to quit and you're still partying, good dude. Very cool. Legend. Legendary. Yeah. That was legendary. I mean, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. My entire life, I'll never forget watching that. Where Kanye just gets up out of the audience and gets up on stage and just drunkenly just starts talking shit. I love it. Like, honestly, I respect it, and I think that it took a lot of courage, and I'm not in favor of hurting yourself, which it is hurting, you know. Like, I think you should, you know, just, you know, be safe with your stuff and, you know, moderate or whatever, and do your thing, have a good time. you know. And I recommend that to everyone, actually. Just do your thing, have fun, and not anything that Kanye did wrong, actually, in my opinion. Kanye has just been, he's been himself, actually. So, I liked it. What? Would I do it if I had the chance? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, dude. But I don't think that would be a good idea of me to do. You know, because everyone would be like, who is this person? And why? Is he an asshole? He looks like an ugly asshole. I hate him. What is he doing on the stage? And I'm like, I was just drunk. I'm sorry. Everyone's like, who are you? Okay, yes. What are you doing? I'm off the deep end person. I am off the deep end. Actually, like, my life is, you know, like, off the deep end. Like, I have gone off the deep end. Like, if you can tell by the way I look, this is why I look that way. 'Cause I have fucked up. What do you mean? I fucked up. Would you know? Like, I may not have a lot of money, but I can still spend all my money on alcohol and beer and cold medicine and drugs. So, you know, like, just because I'm not in a mansion doesn't mean I can't live a rock star lifestyle, actually, or a rapper lifestyle either, also. And as you can tell, my face is fucked, and so is my brain. My brain is fucked up. What happened? Just abuse. Lots of abuse. And unfortunately it ended up affecting the way I looked. You know? Very serious an issue. I didn't always look this way. I used to not look this way. I used to be kind of a cutie, I guess. Maybe I was never that cute, but something happened. And it is alcohol related, and it is drug related. The way I look is drug related. So if you think I look like a cringe, or ugly, or crackhead, then yes, you're right. Shit. Yeah. That actually sucks, I know. Look at me. It's horrible. I'm okay. My apologies. I might actually take video off, but I would like to stay for a little bit. And we're gonna do gin, and we're gonna do some music probably. And I'm just trying to enjoy my beer here, and we got it's 5.2 alcohol, so I gotta drink this fast if I want to feel anything, honestly. I barely feel anything when I drink beer. I don't feel it. Really? Yes, really. I don't even feel that right now. I feel nothing. Like, my brain is fucked up. You don't feel anything. I feel a little relaxed, I guess. Oh my god. How much alcohol do you need to get drunk? Shots of whiskey? Vodka? So why not beer? Because beer takes longer to drink, it's a lower percentage, it's almost like nothing, it's like water to me. It's like water. Really? Yeah. That sucks. But I know what you mean. Have you ever had a beer and just felt like nothing happened? You know, like, you're just sitting there and you're like, this beer must be cheap or something. There's something wrong with this beer. I like when there's like a beer like that's 8% and it tastes good and it gets you drunk, like when you drink the first one. I like that. Or it gets you a buzz at least, because it hits you. I like that. I like when things hit me. I don't like feeling like I'm drinking something and it's not gonna hit. And it feels like a waste, like I just hurt my liver for no reason. You know? Like, I just hurt my liver for nothing, you know? Hello. What? Whoa, you broke it. Holy shit. That's perf. Daniel, that's actually a new move I've never seen before. It will be imitated if it's not fixed. Dude, that was a new move. Holy shit, you serious? Oh, fuck. I couldn't. Dude, though, I think broken game. You broke it for the first time in a long time, Daniel. It's been a long time since I've been able to find a glitch. Dude, had you caught that? I caught that. Yes, I caught that. Do you know how long I've been trying to break this game? I've been trying every day. Every single day I play this game, I've been trying to break the game to find a glitch so I could tell Riot I found a glitch. So they would hire me. But if I can only find a glitch at this rate, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a job at Riot. But you did find a glitch. This is true. And how did it happen? I don't know. But I intend to show them, I suppose. This is the first time I've ever seen that glitch. And I think it is hard to do, but not impossible. What happened? Well, in the middle of an F, I pressed F and then I flashed D, and I ended up back where I began. So I was about on my way to my target, and then I flashed backwards from where I was, and the flash went backwards instead of where the snowball was. Amazing. is that that you can probably do it. Whoa. Dude, Daniel, calm me down. Calm me down. I'm 922, motherfuck. I don't think so. This 22 has got to end. You got 1022? Get out. I want 1122. I want 1122. Yo. Yo. You had 1122, sir. Oh, they broke it, though. They made sure that wouldn't last. They're like, no. No. What makes you think that the 22s are so special? Because 322 means you're going to be president. 222 is cool. 122 is eh. 422 is the level above becoming president. 522 is the next level. 622 is the next level. 722 is the next level. 822 is the next level. 922 is the next level. What does that mean? That means you have reached a point beyond becoming president. In terms of your ability to be president, you have overcome these problems of becoming president to the point where you don't need to be president. So at 1122, you have created something. Oh. You've created something disgusting and you shouldn't do it. Obviously that's a game, but like we do that because of the you know, the Skull and Bones, and like, have you ever watched the Skull and Bones? Room 322? Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah. This is why I base it on that. I base it on that. I base it on the Skull and Bones. And I use that as a power source. And like when you get 322, it's like you're being very presidential right now, Daniel Vidko. And it's like, hey, it's President's Day. I just got 1122. My goodness. But a lot of people say, well, the Skull and Bones aren't exactly something to be proud of. I mean, it led to George W. Bush and a lot of conspiracies and stuff, right, Daniel? Well, yes. Those conspiracies were bad. And the things that happened were bad. But I'm pretty sure it's just a frat house where they have sex and talk about sex. It doesn't seem all that bad to me. And, you know, they're some of the best colleges in America, and I imagine the people who went there are very intelligent, and there's not much else to do, really. You know? I don't see it as that mischievous, just because someone went to the Skull and Bones, and it is a secretive society. It's whatever. But it's still fun. Do you think that, do you think if you get 322 in a game, you become president? No. It's all for fun. You know, like, I just mean you're being presidential. You know? Look, I'm 1455. I've been 44 farm. Where does this shit happen from? I don't know. I don't know. And let's just leave it and hope that Daniel never becomes president, because he would be a horrible president. And he would just be drunk all the time and probably just fuck it up. Be like, hey, what's going on? Wrong button. Wrong answer. To the pits with you. What? to the torture pits with you. What? This is why Daniel shouldn't be president. Because Daniel sends people to torture pits when they say things I don't like. Are you serious? Yeah. I'd be like, Daniel Vitko, how dare you say such words to me? If Daniel ever talked shit to me, I'd fucking send him to the torture pits. So, if I were Donald Trump, I wouldn't put up with my bullshit. And I'd make sure Daniel paid for it dearly. Torture him. Murder him. Cut his bones off of his body. What? Cut him into little slices. Cut his skin off, and then cut his bones into a chainsaw. And turn him into a chainsaw. What? Turn his bones into a blade, and then use him to torture them in the pits. Use his bones to torture people in the pits. That will teach him a lesson that he'll never forget, and no one else will either. Now that's how I deal with my enemies. And if Donald did that, I would be very proud of it. I'm just kidding, honestly. Please don't. Yeah. That's what I don't do. I wouldn't do that. So if I was president, actually, I might press buttons, but, whoa. Okay, so like, if you became president, what would you do? Oh. I don't know if I want to say, I might get in trouble. What would you do? Unify the entire world. And turn America into a different country. That's why Daniel shouldn't be president. Daniel would change the flag, and he would split up all the states into other states, and then unify the countries together and make sure that we all had one language so we can understand each other. And the language would be English. But if no one else wanted to speak English, I wouldn't force them. I would just say, we have ordered this unification treaty of peace and prosperity for the entire world. If you care to join us, please do. If you are opposed to us, please stay in your lane. We have united under these laws and these principles and these ways. These are the crimes, and these are the punishments for crimes. These are the laws. And I instill to see you follow them. I want to make sure you know the laws and follow them. I want to make sure you stay out of trouble and stay free, because that's what life is all about. Follow freedom. Follow your life's path. But follow these laws. If you choose not to follow these laws, you will be found, caught, and imprisoned. And if you do not wish to join us, you are welcome to stay in your country. And if you don't like our ways, please, by all means, we might update them for you. Whoa. And we would ensure that we have peace throughout our lands, happiness and prosperity. with shared wealth, shared jobs, opportunities, and freedom, especially freedom. But violence and crime are against the law, and make sure you follow this law. And we do not need a military, but we will have war games if you wish. We will have our military, we will have our might, but we will not seek a war. We will fight only to enforce our laws. Our unified military police force is ready at any moment to enforce these laws. And I am the commander-in-chief under these laws. And I am just as capable of my men in my police force, in my military, and I will do it myself if I have to. But I'm not as strong or big as some. I just know what I'm doing. And if you want to start a war, we will fight. But we do not want one. And since you have so graciously cared to join us, we have for you one free gift, and that is a guaranteed job, a guaranteed home, and a guaranteed life on a level of this standard. You have the freedom to do as you will. As long as you follow these laws, we will have food for you. We will have things for you. We will have internet for you. We will have television for you. We will have things for you. Phones, freedom, the ability to paint, play an instrument, whatever it is you seek, so long as it follows within our laws. I might even give them to you myself. This is the only way to inspire my people and our people to follow these laws and make our own and your dreams come true, so long as they do not break these few laws that we have. If you break these laws, you will go to prison. You may not die, but you might. You must be careful with what laws you break. For murder, the punishment is often murder.
And few of us have the power to decide whether you live or die.
And for those few of us who have that power, it has been earned and granted to us. Because we must enforce our laws and not have people walk all over us so easily and so pitifully. So with respect, I hope you respect us. And with respect, I hope you either decline or accept. And if you wish to join on a level that I speak to you on, I will eventually relinquish my power as soon as I see the world in peace. And that way, your children and your children's children can grow up in a world where those bedtime stories and songs will not be ruined by a sad reality of crime, pain, and suffering. What I really wish to see is for your children to grow up and listen to bedtime stories and think back on their childhood with love and peace as they were raised listening to wonderful stories of fantasy, of love, and wonder that may have been ruined by the harsh reality that stared them back in the face. Until the day that these songs that you may sing your children. For example, Mary had a little lamb. The stars are something I forgot. Something about the stars, I forgot what song it was, but there are some really nice songs that sound like, you know, children's tunes that bring about some of the best thoughts in our childhood. Stars, I forgot, and I forgot. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Something, something I forgot again. But at the same time, we listen to these songs as children with wonder and no thought of how harmful the world could one day become. And this is the saddest part of our reality. To grow up so innocent and pure in a world so cold, in a world so cruel, with death, murder, pain, suffering, and suicide. Why don't you try teaching your children that when they're boys and girls? You wouldn't. And you all know why. Because you don't want that to be your children's childhood, as you wouldn't want it to be yours. Would you want your childhood ruined by the cruel reality that surrounds us? You would say that's inappropriate for my child. As we all do. But still they wake up one day and they see the death, the murder, and the war. These are the things that are never sang about in a childhood's tune, such as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Has nothing to do with where you are. I'll take that, I guess. I don't know if this one's any good, but I hope it is.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Bye, Mr. Owl. Get the hell out of here. Don't come back, you piece of shit. I'm just kidding. I like owls. That was depressing. Damn it. Can I please hear like a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on a repeater? Or on recorder? No. I want it on Wind Up. Do you guys have that? Yes. Thank you. This is what I love. I love this. This is what I grew up with. It's always sad to me. When what I see on TVs such a contrast. What we play on video games. In my opinion, this is innocence. Imagine for a moment that your children grew up and they didn't have to change. Imagine you can play this song and not think of something bad. But your whole life has been safe without any thought of potential death or murder. That is the world I would like to see. Sucks balls. Actually. So, we grow up, and that's all we were taught when we were growing up. It's for me. All I had was not thoughts of murder, death, or torture, but innocence, like a child. Why did they say it? Children are innocent. Because they can be. And these songs are almost sometimes all they know. And that's the saddest part of the world we live in my opinion. Now, what can you do? Well, I'm not going to tell you what you can do. It's making me cry. This is for infants, but I can still appreciate the beauty of a music box. But like I said, in reality, I wish I could do that. And damn it if I didn't just try. You know? This is what I mean by I should do that. The reason why I say that is because I don't have that much power. And I shouldn't try to have that much power to try to change the world in that way. But at the same time, my message, I believe, has been actually quite nice. I hope. Now, you may wonder, like, what laws, Daniel? What laws are you enforcing? Well, first of all, I'm not the president. I'm not in control, and that may never happen. Okay? I'm not trying to take over either. That's why I said I didn't want to do this. I'm not trying to take over the world. Well, if I get elected, maybe. You know? You know, it's not a matter of of control I'd like to have. It's just a matter of what I'd like to see instead of what I saw. Instead of what I got. And I'm sure my family wanted this. I'm sure they thought we were all growing up in a wonderful world of innocence and purity. But is it blind? Yes. Is it a blind fact to grow up in such an innocent world, as if there is no crime, as if there is no harm, as if there is no hurt that could come to your children that are so innocent? It is blind. Of course, this could never happen, but at least the ideas of death and murder could stay in a game, and your innocence could be retained, so long as all you see is scary films. But of course, you will probably see something on the internet that might make you say fuck and oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Because accidents will continue to happen, and pain and death will continue to happen, and sad, sad, sad things will continue to happen. Murder may be avoidable, but accidents are not. And intentional accidents are also not avoidable. So if someone is intending to hurt or kill someone, there will still be murder in a world that is more seen as perfect and full of peace than it is today. There is still going to be some kind of sadness. But for the time being, when you're growing up, I just wanted to imagine for a minute. What if we could? What if we could make our children forever? Could you imagine how nice they would treat each other? But of course there would probably be some kind of dark mischievousness, like, I love fantasizing about murder. It's my favorite thing. You know? Of course. Of course. That will probably be there. But at the same time, most of them will never have to encounter any kind of sad accidents. Like a car accident, or the friend dying, or someone being murdered in front of them, or even witnessing one thing of that sort on the internet. Unless they really want to. And if they want to, then that's what they get. Because if you want to see that, you can. Especially today. But like, at the same time, it's an extremely cool thought that I would be able to go back to being a kid and forget about all the crap that I've had to deal with and see in my life. And all the sad things. And all the sad paranoid thoughts. And all the PTSD that I've gotten from seeing these things. So why not try to share what I've been through in order for this world to actually be more pure at heart. And there's nothing wrong with being childish if that means being good to each other, and if that means treating each other well, with love and respect. We don't even think of respect when we're kids. Really, all you see and all you hear is love. Not torture. Of course you weren't taught of torture, but eventually you might have to be. But you think to yourself most of the time, you don't have to teach kids about torture, because then it'll get in their head, and that's what they'll hear. And then that's what they'll want. And that's what they'll do. You know? But some kids are just born evil. But also there's television. And there's war. And there's bad stuff all around us. But if we could, it would be wonderful. Would it not? For us all to be able to join our children in times of happiness and joy, listening to children's lullabies. That's what I call a party.
He's going. What had just happened? Dan fucked up.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Oh.
Why did you drink that? What, the phone? Yeah, I don't like it either. But life's not so bad.
Okay, maybe it is. Wow.
Don't say that. After you just did that. Well, there's something wrong with this thing. It makes me cough.
That makes my life hurt.
Shut up, you baby. You big baby.
Baby, want a dirt bottle?
What? Big baby. Daniel, do you want to stop being a big baby?
No. There's too much childhood to be had.
Mary had a little lamb. What the fuck are the lyrics? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you could kill yourself and teach us all a show. That was kind of dark. Maybe you're a bad person. I don't think you should say that. It is a bad thing. Yes, I agree. Suicide isn't smart. Maybe you should think again and not kill yourself. Good job.
This is my favorite song. I believe I will kill myself or somebody else with it. Maybe you should stay in your fucking lane before I go mad. Maybe you will die alone and I won't even give flying fucks. Get out of my way, I'm gonna kill myself and everybody else. Get the fuck out. I will fuck you in the ass if you don't move out of the way. I hate you all. This is my favorite song and I wish it was made for me. And I would tell you everything about me, but I would rather die. This is my favorite song and you can't fuck it in the ass because I just did. Maybe you should leave it left everything alone. I don't know, but fuck you too.
Oh my god! I realize what I made a mistake today. Don't do that again. I know.
has an anger problem. Watch out. He hit his mother. Uh-oh.
Did you really?
I hit her so hard she got all the way to the moon. Shut your mouth hole. That was the day. I really wish I could go back, but I'll never be able to. Some things must be left in the past. Those were the good old days. Hitting your mom, getting away with it for fun. Those are the good old days. Those days are gone now. And it's sad but true. It's not funny. Next time you hit your mom, you're going straight to jail. Well, I didn't say I wanted to. I love my mother. As long as she stays in her lane. Did she not just buy you something, Daniel? Yes, she just bought me this. Actually, I'm a bad son. Yes, I am. She raised you to be nice, but you were an asshole. So fucking what? I don't know. How did you turn out like this, Dan? Why do you keep losing? Suck my dick. I actually like my mother. But she's mean sometimes. Watch out. It's Beethoven. This is not going to end well. If you even step foot in my home again, I'll cut you, I'll beat you, and I'll cut your eyes out. This is not a threat. It's a fact. Beethoven was a real man. He liked to cut people with his hands and eat them and cut them up and put them on his walls with bones and blood. He would revel in the death of his enemies, and he would drink from their blood like wine. This is why you shouldn't fuck with Beethoven. He is dead. And that wasn't actually a threat. It was not a reality or anything. I like Beethoven, and I think he was an actual literal badass, and I hope that he continues to do so. But if he doesn't, that's just the way life is. Holy crap. Beethoven was a mass spree murderer, and he killed every last one of his orchestra. Whenever they played a song wrong, he would go behind them and say, "Do you know what you've done?" And they would look back and say, "Beethoven," and he would cut and take their head and say, "This is what happens when you fuck up. Alright? Now we need another violinist. Viola. We need another viola player. And if you violinists or trumpists ever fuck up again, you know what's gonna happen. So don't even hit a wrong note. And all of you singers
know that I'll cut your vocal cords out. So don't fucking mess up. Okay? If you mess up, there will be hell to pay. If you don't hear me, you will. You know what I mean. What gives one man so much power? Well, I wrote this fucking shit. And if you can't play it right, good luck getting home. Alright? Good. Now that's what I call discipline. The Germans were evil fuckers. Why do you think Mozart and Beethoven were so good? Because their parents used to cut them, but not kill them. They would torture them. They would say, Mozart, play it right! Play it right! Mozart! Beethoven, remember what happened to your brother's fingers when he played the song wrong? Yes, his father would break them and wait for them to hear. And then say, can you play it right now? And then he would punch his son in the nose a few times. And then he'd bring him back up to the piano and say, Beethoven, write us a symphony. Do you remember what happened to your brother? And his brother would be crying in the corner with broken fingers and a broken nose and blood everywhere and a broken foot or two. When Beethoven looked at his brother, he said, I will not fuck this up, even though his father had already broken his pinky off, almost. He broke it all the way back, and Beethoven was pretty sad about it. So Beethoven kept playing, and Mozart kept playing. And when Mozart and Beethoven got good enough, they killed their fathers. And they had learned well. They made these symphonies, and eventually they killed many great musicians to teach them a lesson. And then they committed suicide in the saddest way possible, because they knew there was no point in carrying on in their father's footsteps for being such an asshole. They both hated their father, and the Germans are evil. And I'm German. I take off of my great-great-great-great-grandfather Hitler. He was my idol. When I was a little boy, my family taught me extremely well. Daniel, we'll cut off a little bit of your foreskin every time you get horny. My penis doesn't work right anymore. And sometimes they would grab it and stab a knife into it on the cutting board. And I would say, Ma, Dad, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. And then they'd take it out because it was just the tip. And I would heal, but I would bleed. They would wrap it for me and say, you're a doctor, Daniel, and so are we. We came to this country to be free. Don't fuck it up for us all. Be quiet on your streams and don't say things like that. Things might happen tomorrow, and I don't think it'll be good. Dan, why do you say these things? Because they happened. Would you like to see my scars? No, Daniel. I'm amazed it still works, but I guess my genetics have made me strong.
And I learned all these songs on piano too. It sucks. But I am adult now, and my family tends to leave me alone. Why so? Because they've made a monster. Out of me. Thanks, fam. Now, can we fix the world and make it less like that? Might be too late for you, Dan. I'm alright. Anyway, Bach was better than Beethoven and Mozart in my opinion. But yeah, that was all bullshit. Sorry for being fucked up. My apologies, actually, yes. Now, if that wasn't exactly what you wanted from me, I hope it was. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got a good message out of it. But, you might think I'm serious. I'm not. Those things didn't happen to Beethoven, those things didn't happen to Mozart, and those things didn't happen to me just because I'm German. I have a little bit of German blood, but I'm mostly American. I was born in America. You know, like, now the question is, where did you get such a dark mind, Daniel? Well, the alcohol helps. But, like, I am actually a jerk to my family. And my mother and my father. So, I would actually like to apologize for going a little too hard on making them look bad. You know? Like, they didn't do that stuff, honestly. And, I would like to apologize to them. And I'm a jerk for doing that and saying that. And though I was intending to entertain you all, now I'm sure the only people in my fucking world that won't enjoy this stream are probably that woman, my mother, and my father. And the rest of my family, probably. So it's unfortunate for my family, but for everyone else, no children included, adults of very mature stature might very well enjoy what I just did. My aunt? Maybe. My old friends? Yes, I hope so. But what else is there for Dan to do? Well, the beer's gonna wear off soon. And the shit that came out of my mouth is probably going to wear off soon, and I'm going to start acting a little more normal. My goodness. Yes. So that's what happens, huh? When you drink a beer. That's nuts. Keep a beer away from me. Shit's crazy. You seem like you're pretty nice to be around when you're drunk, actually. Yes, I'm a very entertaining man, but also not for the faint of heart. Not for the faint of heart at all. Which is why I always say that I don't like to live in this household, because I see it as a holy place. My grandmother was extremely religious. My grandparents, my grandfather was extremely religious. They would go to church. I imagine the whole entire neighborhood around us is a Christian or religious, and for me to be so evil, even in my words, even as an act, it feels wrong. It feels wrong, but also so right for me, because I like it. But I wish I could do this somewhere else, you know, like, because I know that the neighbors hate it. They hate it. And if they don't, that's good. But at the same time, I feel like I might be dragging the neighborhood down a bit. So they're nice people. They're nice people. And
I have an extremely fucked up mind, and it's obvious. And actually, it feels just right, but at the same time, no. At the same time, very much no. It's just the sad. Well, everything I think sometimes happens for a reason. You know? Everything happens for a reason. And Ellie's playing Bayonetta, and I like that. But I might turn off my stream soon, if not right now. Why is the Bayonetta girl so pretty? Daniel's the little man. I'm the man carrying all the presents right now. The man who's like, that's Enzo. Yes, I regret everything I did, but the beer helped. Actually, it was supposed to be funny. If it wasn't funny to you, I am so sorry. Where did you get that fucked up head? I've already explained it. The world is filled with violence, violent imagery, violent movies, violent video games, torture, terror, bad things, and bad things. So it's no wonder that my mind sometimes wanders to the dark side of life. And it's best if you don't make Daniel become a bad guy or a dark man instead of a light man, which I am. Are you serious? Yes, I am a light man. I follow the path of light. I may look like a dark person, but I follow the path of light. I want the best for the world. That's the truth. Yes, it is. I believe that sometimes I am the Antichrist, because sometimes I feel so bad that I'm good that I'm bad. But, I'm not really. I've talked to God about it, and I said, God, am I the Antichrist? And he says, no, fucker. No, no, no. And I'm like, then when is the Antichrist coming? And he's like, nah, forget it. And I'm like, and I'm like, what do you mean? Do you mean that was just a story or something? And he says, pretty much, yeah. And I'm like, oh, so they made that shit up. And he's like, yeah. But Dan, you have to realize that your words might reach the right people in the right way. You might end up being something more than you thought you were. Such as a nice streamer man who turned out to be a good guy. And tries to help the world become a better place and actually succeeds. Whoa. Well, yeah, I mean, how could my words actually make it worse? That's the truth. My actual intention is to hope and help other people become better people. Oh my god, I am so much like that guy, it's not funny. Oh, holy fuck. I'm sorry, I'm watching something. Is she killing angels? No, she's riding them. What is she doing? What the hell? Whoa. Holy fuck. Bayonetta's a bad bitch. Dang. Shit's real. Yup. She's just flying on the jet for somehow. Somehow she's still on the jet. What the hell? She's killing angels. What the fuck? Are they demons? Or is she just bad? She's bad. Is she a bad person? Well, I'm on the side of the good guys, so I'm gonna pee on you. I'll make sure I pee on you. Okay, Elizabeth, I'll pee on you. Elizabeth, I hear you. I'm going to piss on you. Be a good girl. Don't make me pee pee on you. What? That's what I like. Me too. You made the angels explode and rings came out. Good job, Sega. The angels exploded with blood and rings. That's awesome. Damn it. You are Hitler. What are you, an angel? Elizabeth, are you an angel or a good guy? What are you? Some kind of good guy now? Yes? I don't like it. I don't like the idea of Elizabeth being a good guy. Stupid. Rodent? But I don't believe in Santa. Watch your mouth, Enzo. Don't want any often you for sacrilege. Unbe-fucking believable. I'm enjoying this motherfucker. My god, Enzo is like me. And I'm like, oh my god, Enzo, stop, Bayonet, catch this. Use your guns. Oh shit, nice. She's like, whoa. That's awesome. Is she a demon? I don't know. Holy shit, though. beautiful. Oh, the demons look like angels because they're demons. Oh, I get it. Yeah, Daniel. Bayonetta's the good guy, and the angels are actually the bad guys. They're the demons, so to speak. They look like angels because demons would do that to trick people into thinking they're angels. Exactly. Good job, Daniel. Now I understand Bayonetta is the one who wins because she's really a good guy. Yeah, she's the good girl. Right. Why does she look bad then? Because what else would the angels want to do? The angels would deceive. No. You see, like, the demons would deceive you. The demons would turn to angels to look like something you'd accept as an angel, so they could deceive you. That's why demons look like angels, and the good guys look like bad guys, because that's exactly what would happen. If there was an apocalypse, the demons would take the form of the angels, and the angels would have to look like demons, because the only way they can fight them and win is to take the opposite form, and the opposite form of the angels, which are demons. So, like, if you see a demon and he treats you with respect, kindness, and protects you, then that explains why he's trying to see if you'll see through the veneer of the lies that the demons have created, the evil has created. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me, very much so. The darkness, or the people who look like the bad guys, are probably actually the purest souls, because what happens is the demons that would be controlled by Satan would turn out to look like light creatures. They would look like angels. Why? Because they're deception. They're deceiving you. Ah, I think I understand. Yes, but it's not okay to just become a dark person and an evil man. You know? It's still good to be a good person. You know? So, like, if there is an apocalypse and you're a good person, follow the light, wear dark, look dark, but remember, the light is within you, not on your clothing, not on your skin. It is inside of you. The darkness is also inside of someone who might be willing to use it to deceive. That is the epitome of evil and darkness. Darkness would take the form of a light creature because it is filled with darkness and evil. And so it will try to destroy the world as an angel. And that's unfortunately what would happen if the Bible was actually true, and most of the Bible is probably not true because a lot of it is satanic deception. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense to me. It doesn't matter if it makes sense to you. Maybe you're a demon. Okay. So basically going to church and look... don't pick your nose on this stream. So basically going to church and... looking like a good guy is bad? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's just a matter of what you take away from church. If you take away a dark teaching and you end up doing wrong and you murder people, then yes, you have been deceived. and you may need to change your ways. In my opinion, doing the right thing is doing the good thing. And it's obvious what good and evil is. It's very obvious. There's light and darkness and light. Good is bad and bad is good sometimes. But for the most part, you can still look like an angel and be an angel and be like, hey, I'm actually your friend. Yeah. It's just a matter of what the fuck's going on at the time. You know? I have to go. Because the pee-pee. Yeah, I'll be back, I guess. I don't know. Whatever I did was evil today. Most evil. And stupid. But at the same time, I hope you forgive me. This is what everyone was trying to get me to do. They were like, okay, come on, Daniel. You haven't done anything fun for a while. And it's like, okay. Okay. Look out. It's my bread. It's pita bread. What are you doing with it? Eating it? Hopefully. Hope you don't judge me for it. What is that? What's that bug? What do you put in it? Hamburger crackers? Why? What else is there to put in it? You know? You grab a peanut butter orange cracker and I'm gonna turn this stream off soon, but I guess you guys can watch me eat it if you want. Would I use some kind of a Satan lord? Not really, no. Alright, here we go. This is it. Pretty good. What is it? What? Ja, hummus peanut butter. That's kind of smart.
I kind of wish I've had some soda today. I have something to drink. I have water. Sour top, water, and peanut butter cheese crackers. There's nothing wrong with that. And pita bread. Not really. The gates of hell. I think God would back up Bayonetta. You think Bayonetta would be protected by God? Yeah. Why? What makes you think that God would let one of his angels why would God let one of his angels rot in hell? I believe Bayonetta has a lot to learn about where she belongs and what she's doing. Why are you so ugly? Why don't you just stop watching?